Welcome to the end of the first section. In this lecture, I would like to conclude our beginner's HTML section with the two list types, the ordered list and the unordered list. And of course, what would be a list without his list items? For lists have many applications in the web page. Even menus are actually made out of list tags. But more on this in the next section. For now, let's take a first look at our ordered list. As the name says, the ordered list is composed of ordered list items and can have many attributes. On the other hand, the unordered list has list items which don't need a particular order. But enough talk. Let's open our HTML document for the last time with the text editor and write a few list examples. So we go to our HTML document, open it again with our notepad. Now I said for the last time because the next session we will use our code editor. So we have our HTML document opened. Also open it in the browser. And let's just go. Wait just a second. I just want to quickly edit something because this image is really disturbing me. Should decide. So here's the image tag. This is actually an attribute, and you would never want to use this in HTML, only in CSS. So let's just say width equals 200 pixels. That should do the trick. Save it, refresh. Perfect. This is just too big for me. Okay, back to our ordered lists and unordered lists. So right underneath here, right before the body, make ourselves a bit of space. And for this example, we will make a grocery list. So let's just make an h2 and also close it. And right between the h2 tags, we'll write grocery shopping list. So save it, refresh. Perfect. Now underneath our h2 tag, we first write our unordered list. Now actually, we will make 3 items. If we go shopping, we basically need a few things. And we will categorize them. Let's say our first category would be vegetables. We'll also need some fruits. And I think that's enough. Okay, so we have our 2 categories. Now let's put them in an ordered list. So we'll say opening ordered list tag. Then we just copy this, paste it in here one time, copy this, close it, and copy it under here. Let's hit save and refresh. So we have our 2 categories, but there's nothing in front of them yet because we have to put them in we have to assign them an item. So we'll say that this is an item, is a list item, li. Let's copy this, paste it right in here, and close it here, and copy it under the fruits. Okay, so we have our 2 categories. But as you can see, they're numerated with 1 and 1. And we don't want that. Because we have the opening tag here and the closing tag here, this is automatically taken as list item number 1 in an ordered list. And because, well, actually, if I took it just for, so you can see, and put it again in here, we have number 2, but we don't want this. We want 2 different categories, so we'll delete this, and actually we'll say that this should be one category and this should be a second category. So the ordered list, our first ordered list, is of type equals Roman numeral 1. This can be A in caps or small, or it could be I and it automatically numerates it afterwards. But we want this to have the value, so we also have to say that this is of type 1 and the list item is of value 1. So let's see what happens. Save it, refresh. Perfect, we have our first category. Now for the second category, we'll copy our type in, leave it as it is, still a Roman numeral, but the second item, we give it a value of 2. Let's refresh. You see, we have 2 categories now. Okay, now in these categories, we need some items. So as I said, this is one category, so we'll still stay in the same ordered list. I just have a bit of space here. And open up a new ordered list. So we say ordered list. L. Perfect. And close the ordered list. And give it an item. Li. And for our first item, let me just put this down here. And let's just think about how many items do we want. So for the vegetables, let's say we have to buy tomatoes and potatoes and peppers. Okay, so we need 3 items. We have 3 items in our list. So 1, 2, and 3 items. Just tab this out. Bring this down here. Okay, so these items are in this list, in this ordered list, which is in this, from here to here, ordered list category. Okay, so let's say we have our tomatoes, then we have our potatoes, and what do we say? Peppers. Let's hit save, refresh the page. So we have 3 items to buy in the category of vegetables. Now let's imagine we want to give this some quantities. Because we head out to buy tomatoes, but how many tomatoes do we need to buy? Lists can have nested lists in them. For example, we nested an ordered list in another ordered list. Now what would happen if we nest now an unordered list in this list? Say unordered list, open and close it. And this list has a list item. Let's copy this, not in here, in here, and once again, and close it. How much tomatoes do we need? Let's say we need 1 kilogram. Let's hit save, refresh the page, and we have a sub item, a sub list item for our main, actually a sub list item for the tomatoes. We need tomatoes and we need 1 kilogram of them. Now for the potatoes, Let's copy this, paste it under here, and say we need 2 kilograms. Let's hit save, refresh. Perfect. We need 2 kilograms of potatoes. And now for the pepper. For the pepper, we were actually told that we should buy 1 kilogram of red pepper and 2 kilograms of green pepper. Let's hit save. And we have our 2 subcategories for the peppers. We have 1 kilogram of red and 2 kilograms of green. So what did we learn today? That we can have ordered lists, unordered lists. So this is an ordered list. This is an unordered list. Lists can contain sublists, and we can assign attributes to the lists. Now for the fruits part, I would like to check out the exercise portion of the section. And what I want you to achieve is this right here. So we see we have a fruit section, which is bolded, and it has some text on the right side of it. Then we have our bananas, which is italic, and this is also italic. Then we have our cherries with a decision to make, and you say this is either A or B. I can't remember what I should buy. Okay, so this is the end of the first section. In the next section, we will get into more modern and complex way of writing HTML, and we will also get to install and use VS Code, our first code editor. Let's just say now is where the fun starts, and we'll quickly start building our first web page and slowly introduce styling through CSS. And at the end of this section, I've also prepared some quizzes for you and an individual exercise. But before the exercise, I would suggest to first take the quiz, then attempt the exercise on your own, and then download the solution HTML document and compare your results. So have fun and see you in the next section.